Here I am, a funky friend, and I'm hoping welcome you to the finale of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Last time we climbed Ganon's tower up until this door, and today we are going to be entering it and seeing what's on the other side. And yep, there he is. Or, well, I guess he'll be here soon. Yeah, we get this cool, like, sort of panning shot of the room. There's Zelda still in, like, that crystal. And there's Ganondorf playing his organ. Yeah, it's kind of cool that like the organ music you hear as you climb the tower is actually, I guess, played by him. I think there's like a word for that, like when like music actually comes from like within within the actual environment rather than just sort of being like something like in the background. I don't really remember what it is, but yeah. Also, at that point, basically the game will fully heal you if you weren't already at full health, but we were, so it didn't really do anything. Triforce parts are resonating. They are combining into one again. Ooh, yeah, but I wonder who will be the one to take it. Do you really think you can beat me? 2 Triforce parts that I could not capture on that day 7 years ago. Didn't expect they would be hidden within you two. I mean, who did you expect them to be in? I mean, I feel like we're basically the most important people in the world. But, finally all the Triforce parts have gathered here. And, these toys are too much for you. I command you to return them to me. Then yeah, I guess it shows that like all of us have like a piece. Then yeah, so I can't help you now. Yeah, but basically you can't actually like target in this fight. I guess that's like a reason for that. Anyways, yeah, with that we got the battle against Ganondorf himself, the great king of evil Ganondorf. So first things first, get away from the first wave. Actually, I also just remembered. We've been using the big Goron sword for a while. It's done us well, but the Master Sword is like the bane of evil or whatever. So yeah, the Master Sword actually does more damage to Ganondorf than the big Goron sword does. And I guess I whiffed that. So yeah, basically we have another bit of the. Okay, how am I? Well, this is not a great start. But as you can imagine, basically we just have to hit these back if we were like good. Okay, how am I missing the timing every time? I like how he laughs at us every time we mess up. Okay, what is this timing? Okay, there we go. There. Oh, I feel like I'm hitting it. Do I have any bottles? Should I do the bottle strat? Let's just do the bottle strat. Accidentally drank this. I accidentally bought this potion earlier. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the bottle has a better hitbox than your sword does. Alright, bring it on. Now I've got a real weapon. The Master Sword is nothing compared. Okay, well, I'm still sucking. Yeah, I don't know, like. Okay, I guess I'm just bad. I mean, it is what it is. Alright, there we go. 1, 2. Alright, now we're getting. I think you just have to do it like way earlier than you think you do. It seems to be like. I guess there's just a bit of a delay in. Okay, you are playing like a lot. Yeah, you just kind of have to do this, and eventually he'll give up. Okay, dang, you are a professional. Like I don't think I've ever seen it go on this long. I don't know if I'm doing. Okay, there we go. So basically, eventually he'll get hit. Then you gotta basically, yeah, hit him, and now, yeah, now basically here's where we attack him. And again, the Master Sword does more damage than the Okay, well, he hit me with that. Okay, I thought, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Don't stay in the middle, because he can do that like downward attack, and then you kind of just get destroyed. All right, and then anyway, back to this. Yeah, it does seem easier with the bot. I think just like the hit, like the amount of time you have is more lenient with the bottle, hilariously, or maybe it's just a placebo. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I think the idea is that you just have to do it earlier than you think you do, because there's like a bit of a delay between when you press the button, and like, I mean, like his animation takes a while, and okay, Ganondorf is like playing like a pro apparently. Like, okay, there we go. Eventually he gave up. So yeah, then just like hit him. I guess I can try and get some jump slashes. Link, what are you doing, bro? What are you? Ugh. Well, that sucked balls. But also, if you fall down, you just like climb back up. Basically it brings you to like that room from before they had all that like item stuff in it. Alright. And yeah, I mean, there's not, as far as I know, there's not really a way to make this go any faster. If Ganondorf wants to be good, I guess he just is good. I guess the biggest thing is just, like, don't, like, miss, like... Oh my god, dude. Ugh. Okay, maybe jump slashes aren't even worth it. I'll just do, like, regular slashes. He also has, like, a second attack that he'll sometimes do, where he basically throws, like, a ton of balls at the same time, and you basically just have to do a spin attack. Okay, now, I guess we're, like, wearing him down. Maybe that's the idea. Like, the more damage we do to him, like, the, like, worse he is, or something. But yeah, okay. I guess, yeah, just, like, spam it, and you can, like, get way more hits in. I'm not sure. Alright. Okay. Okay, that's still... Okay, oh, okay. Alright, I see. So yeah, if you fall down, you can just use the hook shot to climb back up. Actually, you know what? I will stand in the middle. Come and get me, Ganondorf. Okay, he got me. Yeah, that's, like... I think standing in the middle is just a trick. Like, he'll just hit you immediately, so, best to get out of the middle. But I think if he does do, like, the, okay, actually, I was gonna say, I think if you're, like, in the middle, it'll, like, you can do it in one hit. I almost, like, didn't have enough time to bring that down. Alright, just, like, hit him some more. I don't really... I think he probably has a lot of health. I mean, he is, like, the final boss after all. So yeah, if you're in the middle, you can, like, kind of, like, do a one-shot with the, with, like, the tennis part, but, you have to be aware of his, like, downward fist attack, because that'll just knock you off. I guess he's good again. I guess he got a bit of a second one. Yeah, he does take a lot of hits. Or maybe, I guess I haven't really been very efficient with my sword swing, but I have to assume he's close to done. And alright, yep, there we go. He's down. So yeah, I guess we got him. It was no match for my bottle, the great king of evil, beaten by this kid. Hey, I'm an adult now. Zelda the adult. Got a driver's license. I mean, I have a horse. That's, like, basically the same as a driver's license. Zelda. I like how we, like... I think in the original, like, version 1.0, that was, like that... Where he was just, like, cloth with that green stuff. I think that was originally supposed to be, like, blood. But, like, that got removed in some version of the game, I guess, to make it more kid-friendly. I mean, there's still very clear red blood all over the Shadow Temple, but I guess Ganondorf having red blood was too much for the censors. Anyways, yeah, then he kind of just, I guess his tower is kind of getting destroyed, but, yeah, I guess he let loose some sort of, like, big powerful attack, and it didn't really seem to do much other than cause him to collapse, so maybe not a great strategy there. But anyways, I guess we finally freed Zelda after all that. So, I guess we're good on that. Ganondorf, pitiful man. Without a strong, righteous mind, he could not control the power of the gods. Yeah, I mean, he did pretty well against you, by the way. I mean, I'm the one who beat him. He kind of captured you like it was nothing. Anyway, I mean, I guess we're a team, you know. You get captured, and then I'll come and beat him up. I mean, it's a bit of a tag team. So yeah, basically now there's sort of like an escape sequence, where, basically, like this is a pretty cool part. Yeah, so let's say we have another time limit, and yeah, basically we have to escape the tower. Or actually, I have no idea what happens. I hope that this is like an actual game over if you, like, can't escape in time. I mean, again, you have plenty of time. Anything in this game that has, like, a time limit is usually at least something that has a time limit and that's also, like, required to beat the game is usually very lenient. I mean, 3 minutes is plenty. And not to mention, this is mostly sort of like an auto-scroller anyways. You basically just have to stay with Zelda, because she essentially needs to open all the doors. Okay, where's Zelda? They go the wrong... Okay, there you... What are you doing? Like... But yeah, basically all these, like, locked doors... I guess this is, like, the power of the power of the Triforce of Wisdom at work, is it lets you open locked doors, which, you know, would be pretty handy, like for some of the puzzles, but, yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of... And I guess it's a way to make it so that you, like, have to go with Zelda. You can't just leave her behind. But yeah, basically you just have to... yeah, like I said, it's like the timer is mostly just for decoration, because it's mostly just... Like, I guess not really... I guess more of an on-rails thing. I guess it's a more accurate description where it's like... I mean, it's a set piece. It's like you have to take a certain path, and Zelda travels at a certain speed, so, like, basically, you have plenty of time. There is one part coming up that, like, potentially costs time. Well, I guess it's right here. Yeah, there's one part where Zelda will get caught, and you have to fight enemies to free her. And of course there's Stalfos, so you know it's time to bring back out the boy, the enemy slayer. Yeah, these guys. So yeah, I guess if you don't do this fast enough, you can, like, this would be like the only way that like you could maybe run out of time. Come on, attack me. Yeah, again, the 3 hits from the. Okay, where's the other one? Okay, there you are. I was gonna say, but yeah, 3 hits from the big Goron sword. At any part of the body kills them. So definitely recommend using the. Oh, gave you a bunch of hearts too. Well, that was very kind of you. Just showing her thanks. I guess I'm kind of impaling her with that though. All along I was the real danger. Yeah, just kind of keep on doing. Yeah, I mean we still have. I mean, unless you take a really long amount of time on this, which I mean, if you don't have the big Goron sword, you very well might. Anyways, again, it's just more, it's more just like getting through it basically. There's a lot of Ganondorf has a lot of gates in his castle, doesn't he? And this is also kind of a cool thing because if you remember, I don't know if I actually pointed out, but in like the main room, there is like that additional like sort of hallway that I think is like above the water trial. That and that's actually like the hallway that we're taking to escape. Like, yeah, it's basically right here, because yeah, that's where we entered over there, and then this is like basically like right above where the water trial is, and this is actually how we escape. I'm just gonna ignore the redead. But yeah, it's kind of cool that like, because you can actually see that early on, and yeah, it actually later on is used. Can I get the kiss? If you like position this right, you can like stand right in front of like this gate and like, okay, well, I messed up, but yeah, if you're like in the perfect spot, you'll like kind of like be like Zelda will be on top of you, and it's like a speedrun step because if you do that, like as soon as the Zelda opening the door cutscene, then you immediately exit. So it's like the optimal speedrun step, but it looks like Zelda's giving you a nice kiss if you can do it. Anyway, so yeah, that was the escape sequence, and now we can see Ganondorf's tower just kind of crumbling. And actually, it kind of looks more like it's like it sort of like sinks into the ground as you can see. And another, I do love the effects of everything because I mean again, this was like N64 era, so I mean they really like. I mean you can see a bit of slowdown on this, and this is like Wii. I mean I have to imagine on the N64 that thing has to be chugging. Like that thing is like working at full capacity to like be able to like process something like this. So I mean it's cool that like, you know, this, I mean types of games like this really did show like, you know, the full N64's potential, with, you know, like big set pieces and cutscenes like this. But yeah, anyways, I guess Ganondorf's dead. I mean we beat him up and then we dropped his tower on him. There was something about, I guess the sages had to lock him away, but I guess we don't really need that because I think he's dead now, so we're good. And I guess we're looking pretty happy. Zelda, I'm sorry, yeah, you didn't really do anything, did you? That's okay. My tennis skills carried us, but uh-oh, I heard a sound. Could it be he's actually still alive? Well, I guess we'll have to find out. Let's explore the rubble. And, yeah, I guess so. I guess Ganondorf has one more trick up his sleeve. So he basically like bursts out. Look how pissed he is, but he is furious. I do kind of like his like change in like demeanor, where it's like when we first entered, he's, you know, he's very calm, very cocky. He's like, these toys are too much for you to manage and hurt me. Now he's like not even talking. He's just kind of growing. Anyway, yeah, he becomes Ganon. Yeah, the I think this is the because this is the 5th Zelda game, and like the first Zelda games had just a character called Ganon. He was the main villain. He was basically like this big boar monster. But this is the first game that has Ganondorf, and it's kind of cool how this game ends with like the transformation of Ganondorf into Ganon. This, you know, sort of show like how he. I mean, I think like I think A Link to the Past like alludes that like Ganondorf was like, or Ganon, because it's just Ganondorf that game. Yeah, basically he knocks your Master Sword away, but if you have another sword, you can just use that. And actually, at this point in the game, basically, any... essentially any weapon. So it's basically we have to hit his tail, and I think every weapon does an equal amount of damage. I just use the Bighorn sword because it's like a sword, so it's easy to hit. But like alternatively, you can use like the hammer. That's sort of like a sword substitute. You can also if you're having trouble, I mean my strat, the classic side, just to like roll underneath his legs. Alternatively, you can also shoot him in the head with, because you can basically lock onto either his forehead or his tail, and alternatively you can shoot him in the head with the light arrows, and that will alternatively give you an opportunity to hit him. Sort of just whatever you want. Just kind of get in there, you know, just get in there nice and dirty with him until you hit. Okay, can I hit him? There we go. I don't remember how many hits he takes, but I don't think it's that many. At the very least, I definitely think I can take more hits than he can, especially with my... Okay, well, can I get in there? Okay, there we go. Yeah, yeah, if you want to do like a more like... Okay, Bro, oh my god, sometimes the targeting. Like, why did it target Zelda? That is never going to be beneficial. Yeah, if you want to like do like the coward, so you can alternately just like exclusively be targeting. So yeah, basically target his head, shoot him in the head, switch to targeting his tail and shoot him in the tail, and yeah, basically a lot of things you can do. And like I said, I think every attack does the same amount of damage, so really just whatever you want. So anyways, yeah, that dispels the fire for a bit. Now we can get the Master Sword, and the Master Sword, again, just like with the end of the Master Sword, does more damage. Okay, it automatically equipped the Master Sword. So, yeah, this point, let's do a quick sneak attack. So at this point, we're going to want to at this point, only the Master Sword, I think, can damage him. So basically the same strat as before, but with the Master Sword this time. Again, you can use light arrows to stun him, or you can just kind of try and sneak under, either or. Do I keep missing? Ugh. Like, yeah, it's kind of like, I guess it's a bit high in the air, so I keep like missing. I guess he has a bit of like invincibility as well. Okay, again, let's just, again, you can do that if you want, you know, to like, then you have an easier time. Dude, this camera's like also not great. Okay, do that. Just sneak through. Dude, like, how am I missing that? Ugh. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I guess, like, probably the better thing to do is, like, roll through, hit him, and then, like, move away, so that way you can, like, reline it up, as opposed to, like, kind of trying to, like, stay underneath. Maybe that's, like, the... Yeah, I mean, he kind of just, like, attacks pretty sporadically, so, but he should be. I don't know how much health he has, but I can't imagine he has too much left in him. I feel like I've been hitting him a lot. I mean, again, it is obviously the final boss, so it makes sense he's gonna take a while. Especially when like half my attacks seem to miss. Okay, there we go. And all right, we got him. So yeah, we brought him to his knees. You can see, well, he's an ugly boy. Look at that. But yeah, I guess now we're doing that thing with the whole sages. Alright, sounds good. I will do that, Zelda. So, yeah, now we get our powered up Master Sword, very epic. And we've been hitting him in the tail all this time, but actually the final place to hit him in the blow is actually right in the head, which I guess the arrow tells us. And you have to stab him right in there. And again, he bleeds green blood. In like the original version 1.0 was red, but I guess someone didn't like that. And yeah, he kind of just goes crazy now. 6 sages now. So I guess now we're doing the whole sage thing, which, you know, probably a good idea. He doesn't seem like someone we can really kill, so may as well just lock him up. And, so yeah, Ancient Creators of Hyrule. I don't think these people are ancient creators. I think most of them are, like, my age, aren't they? Like, right? Or, I don't really know. I guess they're supposed to be, like, the avatars of the ancient creators, maybe, or like the reincarnations. Then we go, yeah, so yeah, we got the whole crew. We got them all. So yeah, it's kind of, again, it's kind of cool seeing, like, you know, they all get their like seeing them actually like do something, you know, after we like we awaken them all. We can see them, like, you know, using their power to like to seal Ganondorf. Like, we can see that, like, what we did actually like meant something. And and we weren't just like doing it for the fun of it. And yeah, I guess we open the door to the Sacred Realm, and you. So yeah, I guess Ganondorf has been defeated. Curse you! Curse you, Zelda! Curse you, Zelda! Curse you, sages! Oh, curse you, sages! Curse you, Zelda! Well, I think you already said that one. I guess you really hate Zelda, huh? Someday when this seal is broken. I love Ganondorf's face. I guess he's back to being Ganondorf again when I will exterminate your descendants. Good luck with that. I think as the games go, well, actually, I mean, you guess you did kill a lot of people in Tears of the Kingdom, but I don't think it's gonna end well for you. As long as the Triforce of Power is in my hand. Yeah, I guess he still has the I mean, he does have the Triforce of Power in like the later games, like Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. He still has it. So yeah, I guess despite us like banishing him, I guess he still kept his like the part of the Triforce. So yeah, I guess the Triforce really just does not like distinguish good from evil. Like if you're super evil, I guess you can just keep. Anyways, here we are in like not really sure where this is meant to be. I guess like maybe like some like I guess the idea is maybe since like the whole thing about like the Sacred Realm is like a paradise, if like someone who's like pure of heart has this, maybe we're in like the Sacred Realm, but it's like the paradise version. The trade has befallen Hyrule was my doing. Don't blame yourself. You were like a kid, so it's fine. I mean, honestly, I think your dad and the rest of Hyrule are probably more to blame. I mean, they're the ones who like were a whole like country, and they kind of got wrecked by Ganondorf and his crew. So I mean, I feel like you're like last, like you're the least of like to blame. So yeah, I guess so. Yeah, the way the ending is a bit ambiguous, because I guess the idea is that like you get sent back to your like original time, but like then kind of the idea, but then that kind of leads to the question, because it's like, well, if we go back to our original time, then isn't Ganondorf like still active as a child? So like we probably want to stay in this time now, because this is like the time where we we won. And this kind of leads into the whole like the Zelda timeline, which has like 3 different but basically the way the Zelda timeline works, at least the last time I checked, is that basically like there are actually like there's a different timeline that like there's like the child timeline, which I guess extends from when we go back to being a child, and then there's also like an adult timeline which continues from when we're an adult, and there's also like the failure timeline, which is if we like lose the fight to Ganondorf here, which doesn't actually happen in the game, but I guess that's the implied like the implication if like you were to fail here. So yeah, it's kind of funny how this game split like the timeline into 3 different paths, but yeah, I mean it's I mean the Zelda timeline's kind of a meme, so it's whatever. Nice, and I have no idea where Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom fit into that. I think they're just way off on their own. Anyway, yeah, Shigeru Miyamoto, the big man. I see the owl back there, little bastard. But anyways, yeah, we got yeah, they got the crest. Yeah, that was the game. That was Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Pretty epic game. I mean, I had a lot of fun revisiting this. I mean, it's been a while since I played like I said, it's been a long time since I played a like traditional Zelda game. I mean, I played Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom for hundreds of hours. But like those are definitely sort of more like a different style of game, so it was fun going back to the more traditional. And I guess like I think I said at the beginning, like one of the reasons I wanted to do this was to see like how well this style held up after playing Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom and like that style of game for so long. And I think overall it held up pretty well. I mean, this game definitely did not hold up well in some areas. I mean, I think I complained a lot about the weird controls and the targeting system and the iron boots that you have to be equipping back and forth. But like, I mean, those are more those are more technical limitations of the time rather than like the actual like gameplay style. Which again, like from what I remember at least, basically all of those are alleviated in the 3DS version. So really, that was more I was like comparing it to was the 3DS version. Where like since that's like a newer version of the game. But I mean, other than that, I mean, I think everything else about the game held up. And I mean, I never really like felt like I never really felt like I missed like the things that Breath of the Wild introduced, like the ability to, like the ability to, well, there were parts that I wish I could have had like a designated jump button, but like, the ability to like climb walls and stuff, and like, the ability to like have like more complex combat and stuff like that. I mean, all the things that like as much as I enjoyed those in Breath of the Wild and the like, I didn't really miss them here, because like I never really missed like any of like the newer mechanics, so I guess both games work for like what they are, I mean, I guess that it's good in general that the game, like the series, has evolved where it's like you have games like this that have one style, and then you have the newer ones that have a different style, and I guess ideally I would want like there to be new games of both types, or maybe games that have a blend of both. I mean, I guess we'll have to see. I mean, now that the Switch 2 has officially been released as of like yesterday of recording this, I mean, have to imagine a Zelda game will be made for that at some point. Not really sure when, but and I guess we'll have to see what kind of gameplay that has. But yeah, whatever it is, it should be fun. And yeah, here we have a bit of a party. Again, I don't really know when this is meant to be happening, because like, again, presumably this is happening after Ganondorf was defeated in like as an adult. So like, but if we went back to being a child, so yeah, basically, like I said, it seemed like there's sort of like a big time lapse. I guess don't think too much about it. I mean, I don't think there's any game or piece of media that's ever really done time travel in a way that doesn't have a ton of paradoxes, so I guess I can't fault too much. Anyway, yeah, we can see all of our characters. There's like that merchant in the desert, the bean guy, the Lakeshore Laboratory person. There's all grown-up Malon. We got, well, Epona's there at least. There's the carpenters. It's a lot of carpenters. I thought there were only 4 of them. I guess they were hiring some more people. Here are all the NPCs that don't have legs, so you only see them from the top. That's like, basically they're all the people who are like behind like the like counters and stuff. And there's Big Goron, even he came down from the mountain. We got I guess the Gerudo are here too. I thought we defeated their king, but I mean, Ganondorf was kind of an asshole. I'm sure he didn't treat them very well either, so maybe they're fine cheering on them. Then we get Maito, that piece of shit. I guess he's sad that Suria's gone, and also no one likes him. And then King Zora, I guess the idea is they're like mourning the loss of like Surya and Ruto respectively, which I guess is cool. Like, because I guess those are just kids. I mean, Darunia was sort of like the elder, so maybe there's an understanding from the Gorns that like he was their leader, so they're like, they don't feel like as sad about him leaving or something. But of course, I was gonna say, as you saw in that scene here, the sages, they're not gone. They're still around. Well, I guess all of them but Roar. I guess Roar was like from like a former time or something, so maybe he's. But yeah, I guess it's not totally clear if like now that it's all over, the sages can go back to like their normal lives, or they're sort of stuck in like they're sort of stuck in the sacred realm or whatever. Because I mean, they kind of just appeared there, but I guess it's to be left to interpretation. So anyways, yeah. Now we're I guess now we're back to being a kid, which again, not really sure like what being a kid's gonna accomplish, because like again, we defeated Ganondorf, but Ganondorf's still active as a child, so like they're not really sure. Also, I feel like I wonder if Link would want to continue being an adult. I mean, I think he seems like he has a pretty good time there. I mean, going back to being a kid is probably kind of lame after you've gotten used to being an adult. But I don't know. Anyways, yeah, then Navi like disappears for some reason. I guess maybe Link told her to go away. He was tired of her being annoying. I guess it's also interesting that like it keeps like the shield that we had, because like we have the Hylian shield, because that's the last shield I wore or the last shield I had equipped as a child. So I guess that's interesting. All right, presented by Nintendo. Great job, guys. Great job all around. And have one last scene. So yeah, here we are back in like Zelda's courtyard. From that one part. That feels like so long. That was like in the first batch of videos I recorded way back in like probably several months ago at this point. But yeah, and this is another thing that's kind of like always weird, because like sort of the implication here, I guess, is that Link tells Zelda about what's going to happen, and that somehow like stops him early. Oh, also you can see Luigi and Bowser in the window there, but like I'm not really sure how that works because again Link is just a kid, so and like Zelda already knew Ganondorf was evil and like tried to warn her dad, and her dad ignored her. So I'm not really sure how Link being here, aka like another kid that no one's gonna know who that is, would really be able to convince them. But I guess that's for some other theorists to, or I guess Nintendo themselves ideally to work out. But whatever. Anyways, yeah, that was Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, the end. I guess at this point we just probably restart the game. Yeah, I don't think it progresses from this, so we'll just oh, I can't even home menu now? Well, that's it. I guess I just have to shut off the console. Well, alrighty then. Well, anyways, I guess that's it. Okay. Well, so the home button on my Wiimote works. It's just the home button on the. Oh wait, no, this works now too. Well, I guess I may as well just leave it on this screen anyways. But anyways, yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for today. And the end of this Let's Play. Yeah, it was a fun Let's Play to do. Like I said, I mean, it's only the second Zelda game I ever did. The only other Zelda game I ever Let's Played was Skyward Sword, and at this point that was many years ago. So it was fun to revisit another one. And yeah, I mean, it was like again fun to revisit as both a Let's Play and just as a game in general. Like I said, I wanted to like revisit a game with this sort of gameplay just to see how it held up, and just in general just fun to play through. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I guess I'll see you all next time for the next thing I do decide. I do know what my next Let's Play is going to be. I've already decided. It's I mean, with the release of Switch 2, one of the two launch titles is a return to a franchise that I hold very dearly, a franchise that hasn't had a game in quite some time, but I mean, with the return of the boy, I mean, I gotta play that when that comes out, and I think that comes out in the middle of July, so I'll try and get my hands on a Switch 2 and that when it comes out, and then I'll start that. But so there'll be a bit of a break, but not too long. And maybe I'll do some other stuff in between. I'm not really sure yet. But yeah, that's gonna be for today. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching this video, this series, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye and take care.